Lions-Rams, the Lions have the second to most playoff leverage this week, tied essentially with the Ravens, which we'll get to in a minute. So the Lions, 75% chance with a win. 75. Three-quarters of it, that's very high. With a loss, 40%. So their leverage is 35%. It swings 35% with a win or loss in this game. I'm sure there are tiebreakers, which I didn't go into the playoff machine. Maybe, Meisty, you could shed some more light on that one. But I didn't go into the tiebreakers and how the Lions, winning an NFC game, conference game, how it helps them. But anyway, it's a massive game for the Lions. And, last week was winning last week ensured that the Lions would at least have a 50-50 shot to make the playoffs. Now they just got to keep on going. And it's going to be tough. Listen, the Rams pass rush is just very fierce. Like, I think it was so impressive how they were able to move on from Aaron Donald, and they just replace him with top-notch pass rushers. And they have, I think, the second best pressure rate in the league this year. Top 5 pressure rate in the league this year for sure. I need to check. I checked like 2 weeks ago. But Jared Verse is unbelievable. They've really done a great job there. And listen, if the Lions are gonna have any success, they're gonna have to get the ball out quickly because, again, their offensive line is banged up, as is a good portion of their defense. And you're gonna need to see Jared Goff get that time to throw up, which he can do. Jared Goff's always been an in-rhythm thrower. Amon-Ra's healthy. Jameson Williams gives you that big play threat. They're gonna need to get the ball out quickly, and it's gonna be tough. I think it's gonna be tough sledding for the Lions, but it's kind of not a must-win, but it's. I don't know, Yehuda. They got to win this game here. But, yeah, I think it's going to be a good matchup on Sunday. What do you think?
I have my playoff machine Rams losing. I do think the Rams are going to win this game. Obviously, I'm leading with my pick right away, which, they say in the business, probably give away too much. But just going back to it, Lions-Bears last week of the season. I think is even more consequential for the. Every game now here matters, but I think that one might be even more consequential and have the most leverage. That's what we were saying. Have the most leverage, but yes, this is a huge game, and it's not in Detroit with Matthew Stafford coming back. I mean, obviously we've multiple now with Matthew Stafford coming back to Detroit. But it is still in a dome. Jared Goff is much better indoors. He's from California. I think he played in California college. So he's going to have a lot of family there. He's going to want to show up. And Rams have a very, very good defense. The best offense in the NFL by DVOA. And the Lions have some really strong man coverage guys. So they're really going to – they play a lot of man coverage and blitz as well. So they're really going to have to I think that's what they've done all this year. So I think they would still want to do that because that's just their strategy. I don't think they would switch it up with Matthew Stafford. Read a lot of zones. Obviously, he's probably seen everything, being in the NFL for so long. But this is an amazing game. Oh wow, DVOA has Lions top 5. Didn't realize they were that good. I thought they'd be a little worse. But if they're going to go man coverage on Pookie and Devontae, that is quite an ask for their corners to do that. So that's where it is for me because the Lions have really good. So I think they're going to want to put Stafford. And there's always this thing about they they want to get their guy the MVP. They want Matthew Stafford to get an MVP, and especially if he gets an MVP, I think you've got to make him a Hall of Famer. And that's the last thing he's missing because he already won a Super Bowl and he has a lot of counting stats and whatever. But they want him to get. That's why I think he keeps getting all these passing touchdowns. These little fades or to Devontae close to the end zone.
Unstoppable play, by the way.
Yeah, I know. He could go. He's either going in or out, and the defender always chooses wrong.
That one-on-one fit. It's crazy. It's every time. For all Devontae Adams fantasy owners, they know it's an automatic touchdown every game.
Yeah, it's amazing. So that for me is the biggest matchup. See, because Kyron, he may play well enough, but they're gonna stuff the run. Detroit has really good run defense on these two receivers, and watch McVay dial something up where tight ends random. That's just what they do. So I do think it's not do or die for me for the Lions because I still think the Bears are not very good. I love Ben Johnson. I love the shirtless Ben Johnson. That was awesome. And I love watching the Eagles lose, so that was incredible. But I still think the Bears are missing out on the playoffs, and I still think I think Bears Niners is going to be the highest leverage. That's week 17. That's a Sunday night game. That I think is also a humongous game. But Lions played the Bears last week of the season, and although that is outdoors, so Goff's going to have a tough time. But I still think the Lions can lose this game and still make the playoffs. So I do think, yeah, it's huge. It's a huge matchup, and I agree with you. It is a massive matchup, but I don't think it is do or die for the Lions. But that being said, I could see the Lions winning, but I think the Rams are playing for their number one seed. And I know Feisty gave me that whole thing about overlooking the teams, but Sean McVay is a great coach, and that's what good coaches say is they don't overlook anyone. I think bad coaches, have people overlooking, but they're not overlooking the Lions. The Lions is a huge game. This is Matthew Stafford's old team. They're going to be ready. They're playing at home, quote unquote, SoFi, and they will probably win this. The Rams will.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very simple more of this game. I think that this is, like you said, we know it's a huge game, huge game for both teams, seeding-wise, for the Lions' playoff hopes. Kind of crazy that the Lions can miss the playoffs. I mean, it still boggles me, but again, that's just because how their division is playing and how the league is playing out for the NFC. But I think it's a toss-up. I think that we might see one of the best games of the year. I think both teams are as locked in can be, no matter who's playing what position, who's injured. I think we're fully ready to see a full-on Dan Campbell do what he's got to do. He might even hop in the game. I don't know. He might put on the pad. Dan Campbell.
Yeah, Philip Rivers is back. Anybody can do it.
Yeah, Philip Rivers is back. Dan Campbell can come in also. I don't know. But
get Dan out there.
I think
Let's
that's
start a
where
trend.
we're
Get
looking
Dan
at.
out
We're
there.
looking at a really good game. I personally think the Rams win this game at home. But again, I think I can easily see the Lions winning this game, and it all comes down to that. I think it's going to come down to final couple plays. I also think like it's been for the Lions all season. When Dan Campbell goes for it on his fourth downs, if he's successful, they're going to win, and if he's unsuccessful at it, he's not going to win. And that has been the formula of the year. And you know what? When it's Dan Campbell and the Lions, I am okay with that formula. If it like he said that after last year's playoff loss, where he's like, it didn't work for us. What worked for us all year didn't work today. They have playmakers galore. They have Amon-Ra, who's probably the best blocking wide receiver I've ever seen. I've never seen most wide receivers. It's a known thing. Cornerbacks don't like to tackle, and wide receivers don't like to block. And that's facts. And there's one guy out there, he's like, I want to block. Let me block. And he loves blocking. He will block whoever he has to block to make a play. He is a playmaker, whether it's on the blocking, whether it's catching, whether it's after the catch, whether it's just getting open. He is the guy. Lamar Jackson, by the way, is the next quarterback for the Colts. Anyway, just...
Yeah, don't do that.
But I think that we're going to see it. It's going to come down to those fourth down plays. Can the Lions convert them and move the ball or not? So,
yeah, I mean, I just don't like it's. Goff's gonna have to get the ball out quickly. Jared Verse and Byron Young have a combined 111 pressures, which is like they're both top 12 in the league, and they're 14th and 16th in the league in pass rush win rate. So it's a tough pass rush. So Rams by 5.5. I'm going to go with the Lions to cover, and I think the Lions are actually going to win this game, surprisingly. What do you think, Meisty?
I'm going to have to take the Rams here. I don't know what's going to happen. This is one of those games I really have no read on. I mean, the Lions have been that flip-flop team all year. They're a pretty team, don't get me wrong, but they look good. Like, if this was any other year, the 7th seed would not be 9-4 right now, or whatever the 7th seed. It's one of those things like they should be in the playoffs. Like if there was a way to say, all right, this team is in the playoffs just because the fans want them in the playoffs. I mean, they have lost last 5 losses. It's they should be in the playoffs. I mean, like it's something like college football. You know, if you have like 11 wins, 12 wins, you're in the playoffs. I don't care.
Automatic bid.
Automatic bid. Like, oh, who loses? Another team, a division winner, the 4th place division winner, because they obviously were the worst of. I don't know how to put it, but like if you win 12 games, you should be in the playoffs. There's no question about it.
Well,
this is pretty cool. I don't know if you guys are following the news right now. I know I'm interluding here, but that's what I've been reading. But ex-Michigan coach Sharon Moore has been. Michigan fired their coach. Yeah, college football real quick. Michigan fired their coach today.
Jim Harbaugh?
And it turns out, football, Michigan football.
No, Jim Harbaugh, I said.
Oh, Jim Harbaugh. No, his name was Sharon Moore, and he's been arrested ever since then. He got they cut him. He got fired, and then he was shortly afterwards arrested.
That's great.
It's pretty crazy. You see what's happening. I mean, they're saying, I'm reading the Twitter comments, and who knows what the Twitter comments are saying. I mean, I don't want to say anything without knowing anything, but they're like, he either threatened or he beat his way. I have no clue. Then, like, threatened to commit suicide, they're saying on here. But, I'm only reading Twitter comments, and I have no clue what I'm reading. So don't take my word for it here. People probably
many grains of salt. Many grains of salt.
Correct. Beyond. I mean, Twitter comments. It's the whole Dead Sea. Stop. But yeah. Anyway. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. We gotta go to the next game. Fine. So we have 2 games. Oh yeah. First, Yehuda pick 5.5 Rams. Where are you going?
I gotta go Rams. Rams win, but Lions cover.